Welcome to the Municipal Palace of Lima, a place full of history that has seen and experienced the great changes of the capital over the years. Its walls have witnessed the events that forged the city: changes in government, fires, earthquakes, and a few moves that brought it to the place where it is now. In the 1500s, before being the city we know today, Lima was a great valley which already had a rich history of thousands of years. The many pyramids and vestiges that adorn our city today prove it. The historic center, which is where we are now, was the land of Governor Taulichusco, who managed canals and roads through which the goods and resources of the inhabitants of the time were transported. That is why, upon the arrival of the Spaniards, this valley was chosen for its strategic location to found the capital of the government of New Castile in January 18, 1535. They called it City of Kings in honor of the Magi, which is why our coat of arms boasts 3 crowns and carries the Star of Bethlehem in the middle. To administer this 3-crown villa, the town council was created. The town council of Lima operated during its first years in several places. First, in the residence of Francisco Pizarro, which would become the Palace of Government. Then it was taken to what is known today as the Archbishop's Palace of Lima, and then it would be transferred to its final location. In 1548, the Town Council of Lima would be taken to the property of Hernando Pizarro, a space it occupies until today, and where it underwent numerous changes. Over the years, the city was consolidated and formed as we know it today, with its streets being distributed as a checkerboard, like an ancient Roman military camp. Along with it, a wall would be built around it to protect it. The work began in 1684 and was completed in 1687. That same year, there was a great earthquake that severely affected the structure of the town council. Years later, in 1746, a second earthquake occurred, even worse than the previous one. All of Lima was destroyed and later rebuilt, thanks to Viceroy José Antonio Manso de Velasco, whose effort and success earned him the title of Count of Superunda, granted by the King of Spain. After the colony, our Republican era began. On July 15, 1821, the Declaration of Independence was signed. A few days later, in the main square, San Martin would proclaim it on July 28 in front of an excited crowd. After some years, the economic boom brought by the guano allowed the capital to be modernized and beautified. For example, the wall that separated the historic center from the rest of the city was demolished, allowing for Lima to expand. Despite this urban growth and beautification, the year 1923 brought with it a terrible event: a devastating fire that turned the municipal palace into an uninhabitable building. This caused another move to the exhibition palace. In 1939, a reconstruction contest was called to recover the space consumed by the fire. Peruvian architects Emilio Hart Perret and José Álvarez Calderón were the creators of the winning design, and reconstruction work on the municipal palace began. After 5 long years, the building was ready, and in 1944, it opened its doors to the new mayors, councilors, and workers of the municipality in the same way it opens its doors for you today, inviting you to get to know an institution that encapsulates the long history and the legacy of Lima. Welcome to this municipal palace. Welcome to our city.